Now before this video starts, my voice is gonna sound like this for I don't know how long, but that's cause I tested positive for COVID. So let's just get started with the video. So, in the beginning of the year, I went over the top 5 best and worst artists of all time, and I also made a video reviewing Anthony Fantano. So if you want to check those videos out, then make sure to do so. But as we're approaching the season finale, I'm gonna be talking about the top 5 greatest artists of all time. I won't be including anyone from my previous videos cause there'd be no point in me repeating myself, so the artists in this video will be completely different. With that being said, you guys know how these videos go. These lists are completely objective and you are not allowed to have a different opinion. So let's start off with the 5th greatest artist of all time. The Weeknd. It's The Weeknd. I don't know what else to say. His best album is probably BDSM and his weakest being Starboy. But even then, his entire discography is just amazing. I don't really know what my favorite song of his is because there's a lot. But for now, I'll list my top 5 favorite songs. House of Balloons, The Hills, Some Way, Privilege, and Faith. Over time, this might change, but for now, these are my favorite songs of his. Now moving on to the number 4 spot, we've got Daft Punk, the original punk monks. Daft Punk invented beats, and because of that, I had to put them somewhere on this list. Before Daft Punk, no one really cared about beats or instrumentals, and along with Kanye, they revolutionized production in the music industry. People only listened to vocals and the fuzz in the background before Daft Punk. But now thanks to Daft Punk, every genre in the music industry came to existence. They basically crafted the infinity stones of the music industry, with the most obvious influence being Playboi Carti. Playboi Carti made the song Punk Monk because he refers to himself as the new age Daft Punk. He created his own genre thanks to Daft Punk. And with Daft Punk retiring, we're moving away from the Infinity Saga and we're moving into the Multiverse Saga with Playboi Carti. But not only did Daft Punk lend a hand in the music industry, but he also helped impact the gaming industry in a positive way. Rinx's music is of the same genre, and Rinx is Vanoss. Vanoss put gaming on the map on YouTube, and without Vanoss, we wouldn't have played half the games that are so popular today. GTA 5, Black Ops 2, and Gmod are games people discovered because of Vanoss, and this is all thanks to Daft Punk. But anyways, my favorite album of theirs is probably Ram, and my favorite songs of theirs is probably Stronger, Instant Crush, Doing It Right, Get Lucky, and I Feel It Coming. If you've watched the Shang-Chi movie, then the artist coming in at the number 3 spot will be obvious to you. Seven Rings singer Ariana Grande is the 3rd greatest artist of all time, but she needs help. Ariana Grande wants to collect the 3 remaining rings, so you guys need to listen to me carefully. The first ring is obtained by liking this video. I can see you, so make sure you do that right now. The next ring is collected by subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications, and the last ring can be obtained by sharing this video to at least 3 other people. Once you complete all these steps, Ariana will have all the rings and be able to save the world. I don't know cause I never watched the movie, but I want to, cause everyone's been saying it's good. But after Thanos Scott killed the game we all once loved, which was Fortnite, it seemed as if the game was a lost cause. Fortnite's numbers dropped by 50% and players stopped playing video games as a whole. But that all changed when Ariana Grande appeared. If you haven't realized, all the good things from Fortnite came from Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande was the first person to introduce free-to-play games, crossplay, free post-launch content, and consistent post-launch content. She was basically the Tony Stark of the gaming industry. At the end of the Fortnite event, Ari sacrificed herself to save the gaming industry as a whole. She used those 2 clothes irons doctors use to save patients on Fortnite, and it increased gamers returning to gaming, it increased the PS5 supply making it easier to buy consoles, it dropped the prices of graphic cards, and developers started announcing promising games like God of War Ragnarok and Spider-Man 2. So because of this, I have to put Ariana Grande at the number 3 spot. Now I'm gonna be honest, I haven't listened to a single album of hers, but I did listen to a handful of bangers, and they all slapped. So my favorite songs are Raindrops, 7 Rings, Be Alright, REM, The Way, and Positions. Buy or buy? Now, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea as to what that's supposed to mean. But coming in at the number 2 spot, we've got Smiley. Earlier this month, 2 of the most anticipated albums of recent times were released. Certified Lesbian Boy and Donda. Now debate all you want for which album is better, but the intellectuals watching this video will know that Smiley's upcoming album Buy or Buy 2 is better than both the albums. Smiley was the one that helped both Kanye and Drake reach new records as Smiley released Over the Top with Drake. This song gave Drake a spotlight, which then sparked the beef between Drake and Kanye. Now both Donda and CLB will be going through their 1.0 version updates, and they will continue to be updated for however long. But once Buy or Buy 2 comes out, no one's gonna be talking about these albums. Smiley's the most motivational rapper of all time, and on his TikTok and Instagram you can see him post motivational posts every Monday under the hashtag Motivation Monday. After I saw his videos, I dropped what I was doing and I immediately went to the gym. I went in, took 2 treadmills for myself, and I ran with 1 foot on each treadmill at different speeds. I did the stairs workout on max speed backwards, and I ran from the stationary bicycle to the elliptical machine and made sure both machines were powered on before they turned off. I did max weight on dips and pull-ups and I became superhuman. No other rapper can do this, and unlike Travis Scott promoting unhealthy living, Smiley promotes the idea of living the healthiest life you can ever live. And when he says I love all my guys and moving different, you can take his word on that. And in this same song, he promotes healthy living multiple times. And now I can go on and analyze the lyrics for a while, but I'm not gonna do that in this video. So if you want to see that video, then make sure to let me know by explaining why Smiley's new unreleased album is better than CLB and Donda in the comment section. But in the song Over the Top with Drake, Smiley also set some new fashion rules. Prada and Gucci are no longer allowed to be worn together. And after hearing this line, I cut ties from friends who opposed the Smiley law, and I made sure to wear Louis and Dior. And every time I wear this fit, the only words that come out of my mouth are, Prada and Gucci don't go together, Louis and Dior, so we go better. You were my drip, but I wear better. Kalani gang, so we go with that hot gang. Uncle Mo, she could exchange for the promo, gang, gang, gang. That's it. I don't say anything else. I'm physically incapable of saying any other word or phrase whenever I'm wearing that fit. But when I'm in the shower and in my feels, I always listen to In My Zone. In My Zone is one of, if not the greatest self-reflective songs of all time, and I make sure to sing the song in Smiley's tone. But anyways, my favorite album of his is Buy or Buy 2, and my favorite songs of his are Over the Top, without Drake of course, Body, In My Zone, Moving Different, and YYZ to LAX. But before revealing who we've got at the number 1 spot, I have a story for you guys. So the story took place in August of this year, and I was with my friends at an outdoor basketball park. I was playing music on my speakers and I just shuffled my gym playlist, and while we were playing 4-on-4s, one of my friends got dunked on, posterized, crossed out, and ankle broken all at once. He was lying on the ground and his injuries were brutal until something remarkable happened. The song playing on my speaker changed. I won't name the title of the song or who it's by though, cause I'll reveal that in my top 5 worst artists of all time video. But this song was so bad to the point where my friend actually got up and he used all his might like Rock Lee at the end of the Gara fight in the tuning exams. He slowly walked over to my speaker so he can change the song, and he made it halfway until he collapsed to the ground. He then crawled over to the speaker with all the energy that he had, and he managed to skip the song. Once the song changed, my friend opened his 8th inner gate and his wounds instantly healed. This song maxed out his basketball stats and he became one of the greatest, if not the greatest basketball player in the world. He kept crossing everyone out, he dunked on everyone all at once, he kept splashing all his shots, and everyone kept getting injured. But thanks to the song playing in the background, everyone was in good health and at the peak of their basketball abilities. The song that was playing in the background was Obsessed by Addison Rae. Coming in at the number 1 spot, we've got Addison Rae. After saying her name, my voice has come back to normal. Now, it doesn't have anything to do with me recording this portion of the video at a later time, nor with the fact that it took me so long to make this video. But Addison Rae basically cured COVID for me, and you've got solid proof right here with my voice. But she's only dropped 1 song, and that 1 song alone is the greatest pop song of all time, and it influenced pop music to what it is today. Artists like Olivia Rodrigo, Dua Lipa, Selena Gomez, and Rihanna wouldn't be where they are today without Addison Rae. In fact, seeing this was so inspiring to writers such as Masashi Kishimoto, as he made the most powerful visual prowess in Naruto after her, the Rinnegan. Now, spoiler alert for Naruto Shippuden, so if you haven't watched past episode 139 I think, or whatever episode where Tobi changes his mask, make sure to click away from this video and skip to this part in the description below. Alright, now I'ma get into spoilers. But once you find out that Tobi gets the Rinnegan, the influence in Naruto is very evident. Tobi has a single Rinnegan, and what did Addison Rae drop? 1 single. Crazy. But it doesn't end there. Tobi's end goal and philosophy are extremely powerful, and it ties in with the lyrics in Obsessed. What both Tobi and Addison want is to know why the new GTA 5 game exists. Like, no one asked for it at all, but they're still making it. The new COD game and whatever game that seems underwhelming is probably going to be better than the new GTA 5. Like, Rockstar could have used their resources to make GTA 6 better, but no, they just need to milk every last penny out of GTA 5. But this explains why Addison Rae says, I'm so obsessed with you, so you're obsessed with me. I don't know the lyrics exactly, but it makes sense. And it makes sense why Toby wants to escape from reality and live in a genjutsu world where this GTA game doesn't exist. He wants to live in this perfect world where GTA 6 actually comes out, Cyberpunk is delivered as promised, COD starts making good games again, and pineapples are no longer a topping on pizza. And not only that, but the new Venom song would have been like, Carnage, 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 instead of how it normally goes. But as we're approaching the season finale of this series, you might want to check out my videos on the top 5 greatest and worst rappers of all time. So if you haven't watched those videos, then make sure to check them out. But until then, I'm gonna try and understand the lore in the Darman cinematic universe. Later.